Varsity Gaming here, back with another video, and today I'm finally back with making videos. I know I say that a lot, but hopefully this time it is actually true. So I figured for my first video back, I'll build another Minecraft tutorial pixel art, and today I'm going to be building the MTV logo, because I saw somebody requested that like about a month or two ago. I don't know how many months ago, but I figured I'll do it. So here we are. If you notice, there's none of the other builds here. I switched over to PS5, so like I don't know why, but the world didn't save through. So it like didn't load everything, so I just deleted. Like there was like the mushroom builds were the ones that stayed, and then like the Pippa the Frog, and then like the rest were all erased. So I was like, well, might as well just delete all of them. So I just deleted every single build. So it's kind of like a season 2 of this series, I guess. But it's all gonna be counted as one playlist and as one series. So yeah. So I have them divided up again by groups. So this way it's gonna be logos. Over here is gonna be like random pixel art that's not included in the other three. So like here's gonna be characters. So that's where like the Nemo would have gone, and like the Mordecai, and like that kind of stuff. And I guess Pepe. And then Pokemon would be over here, like future ones, like the Squirtle I had built in the Ash Ketchum's hat with Pikachu wearing it. So yeah, and then the rest will be the random pixel art. So like anything else, like if I built a cow pixel art, like it would go over there. Any random stuff. So yeah, today we're gonna be building a logo, like I already said, the MTV logo. So you're gonna need black concrete and yellow concrete. I'm building the black and yellow one because that's the one that I saw that MTV had on their social media, like on their Twitter and Instagram. They have this one as a logo, so I figured I would go with that one. But I mean, you can do all the different colors. I know they have like a lot of different logos with the same color, or they have a lot of the same logo with different colors, so it doesn't really matter which one you do. I don't know if you can hear the lawn mowing in my background, so if you can, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, let's get started. So what you're going to want to do is once you figure out where you're going to make it, I'll be making it right here. You're going to put 11 blocks on the floor. So I'm going to delete this one. So I'm going to start right now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So just start with a row of 11 black concrete. I'm going to try to go slower in these tutorials. I know in past tutorials you guys have told me I need to slow down. So I'm going to try to slow down, and hopefully I don't speed up too much. So yeah, just start with 11 black concrete on the floor. Coming to the right of that row of 11, on the floor you're going to place 2 yellow concrete to have a long row like this. Coming to the left side of the row of black that we just made, on the very left side you're going to raise that up by 27 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and yeah, there's 27. So it should be a total of 28 blocks if you count that one that's on the very bottom. And if you want to go ahead and make sure that you did count that right instead of just recounting it, you can go to the row on the right and count up again 27. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So yep, I made sure that I counted it right, and I did. So what you're going to want to do is we've already raised 2 of the rows up, so it's a total of 28 blocks if you include the bottom row. So now we're going to raise the other, that was a row of 11, so the other 9 rows up by 27 as well, so that they're all even. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and I'll be back once that is done. Alright, I am back. I have completed the row, like the 28 rows of black concrete. Again, when I say that 28, I am including the bottom initial row that we placed, and then we raised it up by 27, so it's a total of 28 blocks high. Alright, so once we have done that, what we're going to go ahead and want to do is go up to the top of that, like, I guess, black wall that we made, and on the very top row, we're just going to extend the very top row to the right by 1, so it just looks like that. Okay, from there, what we're going to want to do is take out our yellow concrete, and from that very top row only, we're going to extend it right by 2 with the yellow concrete. So 1 and 2. Then we're going to go down by 1, then right by 2. So 1 and 2 to make this little like long kind of Z shape. And then from that row of 3 yellow concrete that we have here, look at the screen if you need to. What you guys are going to want to do is extend the very right 2 blocks. So these 2 right here that I am pointing at, if you can see my little cursor that is moving between, you're going to extend those both down by 1 to make this little like square shape. And then you're going to extend the very bottom row of that square shape to the right by 1. And then once again, from that line of 3 that we just made, what you're going to want to do is on the right 2 most blocks, so the middle and the right one, you're going to extend them both down by 1 to make this total shape. So starting again, let me go back over it. Starting from that long black pillar of 28 blocks that we made, you're going to extend right by 1 with the black concrete, then right by 2 with yellow concrete. Then you're going to go down 1, then right 2. And then from the middle block and the right block, you're going to go down by 1, then right by 1, and then from the middle and right block, you're going to go down by 1 again. To give you a shape that looks something like this. So this is all we should have for now. So now we're going to go to the very bottom of the pillar that we have. So that first initial row of 11 and the 2 yellow concrete that we put to the right. From those 2 yellow concretes, what you're going to want to do is extend both of them up by 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you're going to extend the second one up by 12 as well. So counting the initial bottom row that we had done, it should now equal 13. Then you're going to go to the right of that 2 by 13 rows that we just made. You're going to just, from the bottom row, you're going to do an upright diagonal. So it should look like this, like extending the second row to the right by 1. And then you're just going to go up from that block. You're going to go up by 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, actually I take that back. Only go up by 10. Sorry about that, because it's supposed to make the shape like we did on the bottom. Sorry about that. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this for now. Okay, once you have that, we're going to go over to where our yellow blocks are, where we just placed these yellow blocks. And on top of that row of yellow, like the 2 yellows and then the bottom right diagonal kind of yellow, we're going to place 3 black concretes. So 1, 2, and 3. So if you need to look at your screen, whatever you're watching the video on, your phone, iPad, laptop, computer, PS4, I don't know what you guys are watching it on, but if you look at the screen, you guys are going to just have it looking like this. Then you're going to place a black concrete down from that last one to make it like a L shape, connecting to like the yellow concrete that we placed. Then you're going to go right by 1, then you're going to go down by 1, and then you're going to go right by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. To give you a shape that looks like this. Then going back from that row of 5 that we had just made, what you're going to want to go in and do is skipping that first block on the very left side. You're going to skip that block, and then on the second block, you're going to extend that one down by 1. You're going to extend the block to the right by 2. So 1 and 2 to make this row of 3. Then you're going to go to that first block that's on the left side of that row of 3 that we just made and extend that one down by 1 with the black concrete and extend it to the right with the black concrete as well to give you a shape like this. From that row of 2 that we just made, you're going to take out your yellow concrete and you're going to extend that row of 2 to the right by 3 with the yellow concrete. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then what you're going to want to go ahead and do is from that row of 3 with the yellow concrete we just made, extend the right 2 that we can actually extend, because we can't extend this one because it's covered by this black block, but we can extend these 2 up by 1, and then extend that row to the right by 1. Again, sorry if you guys can hear the lawnmower. I don't know if you guys can, but if you can, I'm sorry about that. Then what you're going to want to go ahead and do is extend those right 2 blocks once again up by 1, and then extend it up by 1 again, but only extend the rightmost block. Don't extend that middle one, so you can get a shape that looks like this. So I hope it's not too confusing for you guys. I'm very sorry if it is. I'll try to get better at explaining things. So going from that yellow little shape that we just made, from that top block, that like lonesome block, you're going to go to the left by 3 with your black concrete. So that's 1, 2, and 3 to give you some shape like this. Then you're going to have these 2 empty blocks, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to fill them in with yellow. From those 2 yellow blocks, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is you're just gonna go up by 1 on both of those blocks. That's 1 and 1. Then you're gonna extend it to the left and to the right by 1 block to give you this, like, I guess it's kind of like a T shape. I mean, not really. It's like a weird T shape. And then you're gonna, from the very left side, like from this, we have a row 4 here, from the very left block, you're going to do an upright diagonal. Then you're going to go to the right by 3, so that's 1, 2, and 3, to give you this shape. And then you're going to do that again, coming from the left side of the block, you do an upright diagonal, and instead of going to the right by 3, you're going to go to the right by 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. To give you this shape. Okay, coming from that row of, what is it, I guess it's 5 that we just made, you're going to place a black concrete to the right of that row. Then you're going to place a yellow concrete. Then you're going to place 2 more yellow concrete, so that's 1, 2. From those 3 yellow concretes that we just placed, you're going to extend them down by 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To make, it should equal a total of 13. So if you just want to go to the row to the right to make sure it is 13, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Then you're going to extend that row as well. If you can't see the screen, the row to the right, so you can extend all 3 rows down by 12 so that it equals a total of 13. Then from those 13 rows that we have, you can extend the very right 2 blocks of that row to the right by 1 so that those 2 rows equal a total of 14 blocks, and the one on the left only equals 13 blocks. Then you're going to go do an upright diagonal from the bottom 2 rows. You're going to do an upright diagonal and then just go up by 1 to make this shape. This is where we're kind of making the M, and then now we're kind of making the T. You're going to take out your black concrete here, and you're just going to come over and go like right here. I was going to go to the other side, but no. You're just going to connect this like T part to the floor. So you're just going to put like this 4 blocks right here. It's hard to explain, so just, this part is kind of hard to explain, so just look at what I'm doing. Like, just connect it to the floor using the black concrete. If you did it right, there should be a 3 gap here, 2 gap here, 2 gap here, and then a 3 gap here. I'm sorry, that was kind of confusing. I hope you guys were able to follow that. If not, then you guys can pause the video. Coming to the left of like where we just connected it to the ground with the black concrete, to the left you're going to make a long row and just keep going with the black concrete until it connects to the top. You should get something that looks like this. Alright, once you get something that looks like this, we're going to go ahead and go away from making the T. We're not going to finish it off. We got kind of like the beginning and that part, but we're going to go ahead and finish like the big M. So we're going to go back up to the very top, and where we have that like yellow, the top part of that yellow, we're going to take out the black concrete. And what we're going to do is we have this like in the end of the corner of the yellow, we have this like 2 by 2 right here. Well, I mean, if you count this one, it's a 3 by 2, but this one's empty, so I just count this as a 2 by 2. We're going to extend the very bottom block of that yellow to the right by 1 with the black. From that block, then we're going to do 3 upright diagonals. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Should be even with that row. From there, you're going to go to the right by 12 with the black concrete. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This should make a total row of 13. Then you're going to take your yellow concrete and extend it two more to the right with the yellow concrete. So 1 and 2. You should have a shape that looks like this. This is almost going to complete the M logo that we have. So what you're going to want to do is we're going to go back to the bottom, the very bottom, and where we made that like black shape that connected the T to the ground with the black, coming from this block, the very leftmost block that we just randomly like connected up, you're going to count these blocks. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since we already have 5, we're going to place 7 more blocks so that it equals 12. So we already have 5, so it would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like it's easier to count it that way, but if it wasn't easier for you, you can just count 7 more blocks from that row of 5 that we created. Then you're going to want to go right by 1 with your yellow concrete, and you're going to connect that row of yellow concrete that we just made, that one to the right, and you're just going to connect it up. Just keep building. You don't have to count it out, and it should connect to that yellow, like those 2 yellow concrete that we made earlier. But if you do want to count it out, this side should equal 28. Same as that side equal 28, so this side should also equal 28. What you're going to want to do again is coming to the bottom, is just connect another row of yellow concrete up to the right of that yellow concrete that we just placed. You're going to connect it all the way to the top, and then you're going to come back down and destroy the bottom block that we placed. It's easier to start from the floor, so you want to make this kind of shape. And then you're just going to make that exact same row again, but instead at the top it's going to have that shape. So I don't know how to explain this shape, but it's kind of like a L. So leaving that like very top right block open, so you're not going to place any block there, and then these 2 bottom blocks are going to have no blocks either. So this is a large M shape basically, like the MTV. So you have like the big M. So that's basically what we place. There is going to be some like the T is going to go through, so we're not going to place the black blocks yet because we're going to end up having to destroy them. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and leave them like that. We're going to leave it empty. So we're going to finish the T and then we'll fill it all in. But so far, this is how it should look like. Pause the video if you need to, go back, or you can always slow down the video to like the 2 times speed or the 1.5 speed, or you would want it slower, so the 0.5 speed, I don't know. If you need to slow down the video, just slow it down. It makes it a lot easier to follow, because I know I'm not very good at explaining things sometimes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the T that we were making. So you're going to go back to the middle of the MTV logo. We have these like yellow blocks, and we have like this row of 5. Yeah, row 5. I was like, wait, is this 6? No, it's row of 5 that we have sitting here. From that row of 5, on the very left side, you're going to skip the first 2 blocks. So you're going to skip this block, and you're going to start on the 3rd block. So the very middle block of that row of 5, you're going to place a yellow concrete on top. From the yellow concrete, you're going to go right until it connects to that T stem that we made earlier. So let me count it out so you guys know how many blocks it should be. So you're going to extend it right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blocks. You're going to extend it to the right by 6 blocks. And then what you're going to want to do is coming from that right to the left side, you're going to go to the left side again, and you're going to skip that first block in the middle. So basically do an upright diagonal from that block, and then you're going to go to the right by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should connect with this middle block once again, but I figured it might be easier if I count it out for you guys. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing. You're going to skip that very leftmost block, basically doing a upright diagonal, and you're going to extend it to the right by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should make that like a row of 5. You're going to do the same exact thing by skipping the left block, basically doing an upright diagonal, and this time, instead of just connecting it to like the end of the T, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to extend it to the right by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should have 2 extra blocks from like that T stem. Then you're going to do the same thing where you skip the leftmost block, basically doing an upright diagonal. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go right by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that you can have a row of 6 like that. So making that row into what? A row of 7. So then from that row of 7, coming to the very right side of that block, you're going to do that row, you're going to do an upright diagonal to give you a shape that looks like this. And then you're going to go to the left of that one upright diagonal that's hanging to the side, and you're going to go left by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So leave this row of 2 at the end. And then you're just going to go to the very right side of that row that we just made, and you're going to do an up left diagonal and go left by 1 to give you a shape that looks like this. So that is like the T shape for the MTV logo. So now we just have to make the V shape. Okay, so once you guys have something that looks like this, you guys can continue on, pause the video if necessary, but now I'm going to move on to the final part, well, before the filling in, which is the V shape. Okay, coming to the T that we just made, what you're going to want to do is take out your black concrete, and coming to where, like, we have this long T stem, I guess that's the easiest thing to call it, this long T stem, coming to the, like, the right side where the T stem ends, like where it's kind of not connected to these parts, I guess you can say, this looks like the end. You're going to place a black concrete in that corner. Then, from that black concrete, you're going to do a bottom right diagonal with your yellow concrete from that black concrete. So it should give you like this shape. Then you're going to go right by 1 and extend that row, those 2 rows down by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So get you this row of 5. Then you're going to extend that row of 5 to the right, but not extending the very top. So it's just the bottom 4 rows you're going to extend to the right by 1. Then you're going to extend those 2 very right rows of like the row of 5 and the row of 4. You're going to extend those 2 rows both down by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make these 2 longer rows. Then what you're going to do is you're going to extend that very right row, only the very right row, down by 3 with the yellow concrete. So 1, 2, and 3. And then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to do a bottom right diagonal and extend that block that we just did the bottom right diagonal with to the right by 1. Then you're going to do an up right diagonal from that row of 2. And then you're going to extend it up by 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to do an up right diagonal to connect it to this block right here. Yes, these 2 should connect. That's right if you have it like that. Okay, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to go up by 2. So that's 1 and 2. And then actually what you can also go ahead and do is you can connect it up by another 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, you're going to do a bottom left diagonal, go down by 2, so that's 1 and 2. Then you're going to do another bottom left diagonal and go to the left by 1 to give you a shape that kind of looks like this. Then you're just going to go ahead and fill in that V shape. So let's go ahead and do that now. I think that's it. That's how it fills in. So yeah, that's how it fills in for now. And then we have to extend it to the right a little bit more. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is coming back up here, like where we have this like little hole, I guess, and we have this part, and then we're connected to like the big outer area of the shape. You're going to come to this block right here that we have, and you're going to do an upright diagonal. We already have a yellow block, so we don't need to place it. Then you're going to go to the right by 1 with this middle block. Then what you're going to do is, let me see, how do I find a better way to explain this, because this one's kind of hard. So let's go ahead and take out a gold block. Yeah, I think this is the way to explain this part. So take out a gold block, and come back from where we started. You're going to take this block right here that we started at, and you're going to do an upright diagonal and replace that yellow with the block of gold. Then you're going to do another upright diagonal, and then go up by 1, and then go right by 1, and then go up by 1 again to give you this row of, well, we can take out this bottom block too. This row of 3 that's like in this long row of yellow that we have here. Then from that bottom gold block that we have placed, you're going to go to the right by 1, and you can extend actually all 3 gold blocks to the right by 1, but with your yellow concrete. Don't extend with the gold block. From that row of 3, you can go up by 1 to make it a row of 4. And then what you can go ahead and do is extend the top 3 blocks. The top 3 blocks, so not the bottom one. You can extend them all by 1 to the right. And then you can extend the very top 2 blocks to the right by another 1. And then extend the top 2 blocks up by 2. So 1 and 2. So the rightmost top blocks, so like these 2 blocks, extend them up by 1 to give you like the end of the V shape, so it should look like that. And then going back to where we placed the gold blocks, just go ahead and destroy those gold blocks and place them back with yellow. It was just, I feel like it was easier to explain how to do that part. And then if you wanted to do a different color, you could do the TV, because I know there's like a logo where it's like the TV is red, and then like the line is like the line's yellow and black, but the TV's red. You can do the TV red. You don't have to do it like this. It was just harder because since this is the TV's yellow and so is the outside, it like has to connect. But you can always change it, do whatever you would prefer. But yeah, this is how the logo looks like. So now what you just have to do is fill in the rest with black concrete. And once you've done that, or once I've done that, I'll be back to show you guys the finished product. Have it all filled in. I realized that one of the blocks in this area I hadn't filled it in, but I went ahead and filled it in yellow because this entire V has to be filled in with yellow. But yeah, I am done. This is how the logo turned out. I think it actually turned out pretty well. I hope you guys did enjoy how it looks, I guess. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. That's what I was gonna say. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to bring this series back along with other series. Well, I don't think I had another series, but I'm gonna start trying to upload more. And yeah, and try to stream. If you guys want to follow my Twitch, I'll leave a link in the description down below. I do not know how to phrase things today. Well, if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button and do subscribe. We did hit 100 subscribers not that long ago, so thank you guys so much for that. I don't know if I said anything about it yet. I don't remember, to be completely honest. But yeah, thank you guys so much for that. If you guys want me to do subscriber shoutouts again, I know I started doing that like at the end of the last series, but I didn't. I ended up not posting anymore after that. So, but if you guys want me to bring that back, I know I only did it for like 2 episodes, but I can bring that back. Just let me know down in the comments, and please leave suggestions. This was a suggested video, so I went ahead and did it, so that proves that I will do suggestions. So please do leave suggestions, or else I have no idea what I should build. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you guys did make it to the end, I appreciate you, and thank you so much for all the support. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Sorry if it was hard to follow, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!